Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kayla and here we love to talk about all things luxury and high-end makeup and beauty. So today we are gonna be testing out the new Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 Rose Palette. I'm going to be showing you swatches. I'm going to be showing you how I create this look as well as giving you my thoughts on this palette. But first, I wanted to talk about some jewelry that I was lucky enough to be able to receive from the brand Ana Luisa. If you haven't heard of Ana Luisa, they are a jewelry brand based out of New York and they use all recycled materials for their jewelry. They're a sustainable brand and they are the first direct-to-consumer jewelry brand to become carbon neutral. So like I said, all of their jewelry is sustainable, yet high quality, and it's good for the environment. So all of their jewelry is gold-plated brass, sterling silver, and if there's diamonds in the pieces, they're lab-grown diamonds, so it's good for the environment. So their philosophy is that good quality jewelry shouldn't have to come at a hefty price tag, and it should be good for the environment, which is exactly what they do over at Ana Luisa. So I was lucky enough to be able to get, and I know you've probably seen me wearing them in some of my videos and over on Instagram. The first pair of earrings that I got is this pair right here, which is the Paris earrings. They are 14 karat gold on brass and they are so beautiful. Let me take them out and show them to you just so you can get a closer look. They are, I know you can't feel something through the screen, but they're very weighty, they're very well made, and then they have this little clasp closure, and they are just really, really beautiful for every day. You can dress them up, they're absolutely stunning. So they also sent over these earrings that I have here in the back. The middle pair is from them too, but this is a pair that I had already purchased in the past because I love the brand. But they sent over these back here with this little chain hanging off of them. These are called the Lou earrings. They too are 14 karat gold on brass, and then it's cubic zirconia. They're little huggies, and as you can see, the little chain is attached and it just kind of snaps into place. They are so, so beautiful and dainty, but I feel like they just add like a little bit of edge to your look. And last but certainly not least, they sent over this beautiful necklace, which is called their Miche necklace. It again is 14 karat gold on brass, and this little stone down here is called green aventurine. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's adjustable so you can wear it longer or shorter, and it is just absolutely beautiful. I was so excited when Ana Luisa reached out to me, y'all. I have been wearing their jewelry for quite some time now, so when they reached out to me, like, it was a given. Like, of course I said yes. So if you haven't checked them out, do yourself a favor and check them out. I'm gonna have a link down below where from now through May 6th, you can buy one piece of jewelry and get the other one 40% off. I don't receive any kind of commission. It's not an affiliate link. It's just a code so that you can enjoy their jewelry as much as I do. It would be a great, great gift for Mother's Day. You can get one for you and one for your mom, or you can celebrate yourself and get pieces for yourself. So I'll have that link down below if you'd like to use it and check out some of their beautiful, beautiful jewelry. So let's go ahead and see how I created this eye look as well as some swatches of the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so from left to right, first we have the two creams, which are Loyal and Unfaithful. And then we have the top row, again, left to right: Affair, Desire, Lust, Romance, and Adore. Look at the shimmer. Oh, stunning. And then we have all of the mattes from left to right. We have Heartache, Passion, Devotion, Amour, and Crush. That Crush shade, as you can see, is really close to my skin tone. So my eyes are primed with my Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Eye Primer. I set it with just a little tiny bit of translucent powder. So I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go, ooh, It's gonna blind y'all into this matte shade down here called Amour with my Sonia G Classic Crease, and I'm gonna work that into my crease and a little bit above it. They're very creamy and they're very, very blendable. They almost feel like a cream. Oh my gosh, that's so, so pretty. I will say that on my skin tone, these shades pick up pretty warm, but like, I'm totally okay with that. So I'm gonna add that shade to my other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this matte shade down here called Devotion with a BK Beauty number 202 brush, and I'm gonna work that more directly into my crease. So as you can see, that deepened it up a little bit and it made it a little bit more mauvey, because as you could see in the pan and from the swatches, that shade is a little bit cooler as compared to the first one that I placed. So before I add that shade, that Devotion shade to this eye, I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this Crush shade that's pretty similar to my skin tone on a BK Beauty number 201 brush. And I'm just gonna kind of take a little bit, tap it off, and run it over the top close to my brow bone just to kind of diffuse that out a little bit. Just like that. It made it a little bit softer, not too much, but we'll play with it some more. So I'm gonna go do the same thing to the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so did this eye. Now I haven't played with this shade yet, this shade right here called Affair. It's kind of like a plummy metallic. I'm gonna take that on my Sonia G Mini Booster and I'm just gonna add it to the outer corner of my eye, as always, just to add a little bit of depth. Okay, that shade alone as just a wash of color, oh my god, I know it's not gonna pick up on camera, but like I said, I put it in this outer corner right here. It is just the most beautiful, plummy, metallic-y, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So just going back in with that BK Beauty number 202 that I used for that Devotion shade, the second matte that we use, and just blending it out just a tiny, tiny little bit. Just like that. So I'm gonna go add that to the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so I haven't used these yet, but I wanted to try to use one of these cream shades. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this top one called Loyal, and I'm gonna pat that on my lid before I put the shimmers over it. And I love, y'all, how this palette has this little door to cover up the creams whenever you're not using them, so that like other stuff doesn't get in them. I just think that's such a great idea. So I just picked a little bit up on my finger and I'm gonna tap it on my lid. Okay, well that's extremely pretty and it went on my lid very easily. It looks like it's setting down a little bit to be kind of like a matte. So I mean, I feel like if you wanted something without shimmer, you could just leave it like this. I don't know if it's gonna crease. I haven't used it yet by itself, but I mean, that alone is really, really pretty. I'm impressed. But y'all know I gotta add shimmer and glitter. So let me go pat that cream shade on this eyelid and then we can add shimmer. Okay, so just for the sake of me trying to use as many of these as I can for y'all on camera, first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Desire, and I'm gonna tap that on the center of my lid and we're gonna create kind of like a gradient. That is so pretty. It's a very coppery, orangey, sunsetty kind of color, and I feel like using that cream shade underneath caused it to have virtually no fallout whatsoever. And it's not the chunkiest glitter in the palette, the two shades next to it are, but it's still, when I've used it before, had a little bit of fallout, but now it has none. So that's really, really nice. So next I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Lust. And this one, oh my gosh, y'all, I think this may be one of my favorite shades in the palette. It is a duochrome, and you'll see when I put it on my eyes, in some lights it looks gold, and then you turn and it looks like this beautiful rose color, and I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna add that to the inner portion of my eyelid. This is one of those chunkier glitters that I was talking about, that one. And then the shade next to it called Romance. So let's see if adding this cream is gonna cause it to have any fallout. I mean, look at that, y'all. That's just a really tiny little bit on my finger, and it's so pretty. So yeah, adding it on top of that cream definitely reduces the amount of fallout. It's a tiny, tiny little bit, but I do want to build it up some more, so continue to see if there's any fallout. I mean, look at that shade, y'all. Like I said, I have that orangier shade in the middle, but towards the inner portion of my eye, I sure do hope that it's picking up on camera the shift in that color, because it is stunning. So I'm gonna go add it to the other eye, and then I'm gonna come back and do something a little different than what I normally do. Okay, so lately, who am I kidding? Not lately, all the time, I am super inspired by the lovely, the beautiful Katie Jane Hughes over on Instagram. If you're not following her, I will link her page down below. I'm pretty sure that if you're watching my channel, you know who she is. But I always see where she takes like the deepest shade that she's used and kind of adds it right here just to create a little bit of interest and a little bit of depth. So I'm gonna take this beautiful plummy shade that I'm so obsessed with called Affair on my Wayne Goss number 19 brush, and I'm gonna add it there. This may screw everything up. It may not look good on my eyes, but it's makeup and it's made to play with, so we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so I think that looks really pretty. I didn't go too ham with it. So now I'm gonna go back into that shade Lust that I used on the inner portion of my eye, that pretty duochrome, and I'm just gonna kind of take it and tap it underneath there all the way up to my brow bone. Just like that. So you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm obviously gonna go finish up my face. I already have foundation on because I have a lot of pimples going on right now, and I didn't want y'all to have to look at those. But I'm gonna go finish up my face, finish up under my eyes. I'm basically, as always, just gonna kind of mimic what I did on the top underneath my eyes. And then I'm gonna add this shade right here called Romance to the inner corner of my eye. So once I come back, we will see the whole look put together, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. I am absolutely obsessed with this palette. I think that it is super, super beautiful. I added the Chantecaille Amethyst eyeliner in my lower waterline because it's a very pretty, like, burgundy, purpley, rosy kind of shade. And then, as I said, I added that shade Romance into my inner corner. All of the shades are super beautiful. The mattes are super creamy and blendable. Like I said, the shimmer does have a little bit of fallout, but I felt like using that cream, or one of the creams, I used the lighter shade, really kept it from having like a significant bit of fallout. I do think, I guess my only negative about the palette is that a lot of the mattes look similar whenever they're applied, but that's the purpose of the palette, is to create just a beautiful gradient. So I think like for someone who's kind of like a beginner with makeup, that maybe this wouldn't be the best, because I could see like somebody getting like frustrated, like feeling like all of the matte shades look similar. But again, that's just an opinion. It's beautiful. I love all of the shades. I think, like I said, even just taking one of the matte shades and kind of blowing it out on your lid and then topping it with one of the shimmers for like an everyday look, it's really, really beautiful. So by the time you're seeing this, the Sephora sale will be over, but honestly, I think that if you are really into this palette and interested in this palette, it is worth the full price. It's really, really beautiful. So let me know in the comment section down below, have you picked this palette up? What are your thoughts on it? And before I go, I just want to say thank you again to Ana Luisa for sending me over these beautiful pieces of jewelry, these 2 pairs of earrings and that beautiful necklace that I showed you in the beginning. I'm going to post my link down below for you to buy one, get one 40% off through May 6th. It's not an affiliate link. I don't get any kind of commission from it. It's just a link for you to share so that you can get some beautiful jewelry and save a little bit of money. So again, thank you so much to Anna Luisa. If you haven't tried them out, go give them a try, y'all. Their jewelry is absolutely fantastic and absolutely beautiful. So as always, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of our little fam here on YouTube. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, it's at beautybykaylak. I'd love to see you over there too. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.